Welcome to the first edition of the Trash Mouth Fantasy Football Week 1 podcast show. We have the 1999 champion match Gmen on the line. Welcome.
Thank you for thank you. Thank you for that intro. Glad to be here.
Okay, G-Man, let's get right to it. Impressive blowout win, Super Bowl rematch from last season, defeating Brian's drive for five. How do you feel about this big win to get
I
you off?
loved it. I loved it. I had a good draft. Well, everything came together. And to be honest with you, loved every minute of it.
Okay, led by your number one pick, Baker Mayfield. What do you think about him? 3 touchdowns against the Falcons.
Loved it. And to my recollection, wasn't he on Brian's team last year?
Yes, he was mostly on his bench.
Well, shows you. Just makes it even more sweeter. That's all I have to say.
Okay, we have a social media question from Jeremy in Texas. He says he's almost set to retire at 65 and he has one more year to go. So that must mean he must be 64 years old. And he goes, oh, how ironic. That's how many points G-Men scored.
Well, I didn't know where that was going. I did not know about that. Well, Jeremy, yes. I'm glad I scored 64 points. And you know what? Good luck on your retirement.
All right, there you go. Always looking for retirement. All right, G-Men, 64 points. This is the first time you're number one in total points after week 1 since that epic comeback win versus Doug's End Zone Freaks in 2013 when you beat them 89-88 with that amazing Houston Texans defensive touchdown.
Do you know what we called that game? Do you remember what we call it?
The Cushing blow.
That is right.
There you go.
Yes.
Brian Cushing was the defensive player that scored the touchdown for the Texans that helped the G-Men win. At that time, it was the most points scored ever, 88 points, and a loss scored in this league. Up until 95 points when the Vols scored 95 versus Will and lost. But that's a story for another time. G-Men so far, you're 1-0. Now we get into the divisional games. Your first one against the Bengali Bombers. Josh Allen, amazing comeback win against the Ravens. Came back against the grudge match. What are your thoughts about your arch rival Bengali Bombers in week 2?
To be honest with you, I think it's going to be more of the same that it was from week 1. That the G-Men will win. I just can't. There's not a weakness on my team. There's just not. Again, if my running backs perform, I got good quarterback play. There's just I don't think there's any way stopping me.
Okay. I just got a note from Jeff, who's the valet parker for your car, for the valet spot for the most points for the week parking area. He just wants to thank you for that very generous tip.
Oh, no problem. I'm always good with that stuff. Tell Jeff that more to come.
All right. So this part of the show, it's the Trash Mouth Fantasy Football parting shots. What do you have to say about anything you want to say? You want to say something about a specific GM? You just want to trash talk about your win? What anything that you want to just throw out there to the league and let it stick?
Well, I just want to let you, I just want to. Some people don't give me the credit that I deserve.
And who is that, Matt?
Oh, some people like you had some blowhard on the show a couple of weeks ago when you said something about a supercomputer. That supercomputer was what, Commodore 64.
Oh, that must mean the King Reaper you're talking about.
Yeah. I'm not going to name names, but you know that supercomputer that he allegedly went through. I think he must have take that in for service or something, because there's a lot to be desired. I had a very good draft. It was very evident in my play this week, and I'm going to continue it. I don't see that similar play that came on the field this week. And hey, listen, I am a GM that is to be reckoned with. I didn't come in second for nothing. I've been there. I'm knocking on the door, and I'm not going away. And that's it, man. I don't want to hear any of the Matt's Gmen stinks, Matt's this, that, and the other thing. You know what? I'm here, and you know what? I ain't going anywhere.
Wow. Did you hear that? Did you hear the tone of Matt's voice? Did you hear the convection, the power, the passion, the drive?
That's right.
Could this be the G-Men year? Could it finally be?
Listen, it's only week one. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. Talk to me at the end of week 15 or 16, whatever it is, and then we'll talk. But right now, I will still be there, and I always will be there.
Okay. Matt, you did have an impressive win, but it did come at a cost. You lost your number one tight end potentially for 5 weeks, maybe even 6. Greg Kittle. How do you replace Greg Kittle? Probably one of the top 2 tight ends in the league. Is there a Greg Kittle on the waiver wire, a la tonight? Deadline 11:59 for GM's keeping score at home. Do you ride it out on his bench? Do you drop him? I know you can't disclose your your week 2 plans because Bentley Bombers might be listening to this, but how does this affect your team?
It doesn't. We're just going to keep rolling along.
Okay.
It doesn't.
Okay. So you're rolling with the Dalton gang, Kincaid versus the Josh Allen block.
Listen, tight ends are what they are. My team, one player doesn't make a team.
Okay.
There's 7 or 8 other players on the team, and we'll keep moving from there.
All right. Adversity, next man up mentality for the G-Men. All right, G-Men, thank you for your participation in the Week 1 podcast. We renovated the building. We got new signage. We got a new lobby area. We got a new valet parking. We got refreshments. We got better desserts from our survey from general managers waiting in the lobby waiting room. So we're all covered here on year 34 of the Trash Mouth Podcast League show. All right, thank you, G-Men, and have a good night.
Yes, you too.